Hi, are we live, guys? Okay, so come on into the room. Today is day two. We're going to combine day one and day two because obviously we want to all be on the same page with what we're doing. I've already sent out emails. So today we're going to be talking about speaking things into existence and why your words matter. I mean, the things that you're saying out your mouth, literally, are going to shape your reality. Sometimes I say things and literally like 2 hours from that time I see it. And it's because I know the power of putting your emotions behind your words and meaning what you say and being clear about exactly what it is that you're calling into your life. So, we are going to talk about words and how they manifest. On this channel, I talk about the law of assumption a lot, but really and truly, it's not even about, the law of attraction, the law of assumption, the law of vibration. It's more so a connection you have with your own vibration, like your own tones and what you're hearing and what you're feeling while you're speaking things. On day one, we definitely spoke about your vision. So we're just going to recap that. Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining. Just give me a thumbs up if you're in the room. If you're watching, we are talking about how to reset your mindset for the next 7 days. Today is technically day two, but we're just going to recap day one because I want everyone who is newly joining to be very aware of what we're doing. We are refocusing our mind for self concept and self love, which has to do with your mental health. It has to do with the care that you give for yourself. Without speaking too much into existence, I'll just tell you guys today, before I came on, I had a little bit of an emergency, a physical emergency that, by the grace of God, has subsided. And I have a doctor's appointment August 18th because of it. So, but I'm fine now. It's just that even speaking on it, I'm like, okay, I already know what to do. I know how to heal my life. And the funny thing is that we were talking about how to heal your life. This is the book that we're going to be referencing the entire week. I'm going to go through a couple of passages just to kind of help you to understand how speaking, like literally saying things out of your mouth, is going to help you to manifest things a lot easier and a lot quicker. So I tell people be very mindful of the words that you speak because before you know it, those words become self-fulfilling prophecies. So from day one, what is your vision? What are we manifesting? For me, I told you I wanted to have better eating habits. So because I spoke that out of my mouth, the Most High made it to where I definitely have to eat better because of the emergency that I had earlier today. There are certain things now that I cannot eat. Do you guys see how that works? I told my higher self, I spoke out of my mouth that I wanted to have better eating habits, and circumstances have now started to conspire in my reality to where now it's like I have to be very careful about what I eat. Do you guys see how that works? I spoke that 2 days ago. Now, I didn't want it to have to be an emergency, but that's why you have to be very clear about your vision and what you want. Because if you're not clear, what you will end up manifesting is mixed emotions, mixed manifestations. Think about it this way. When you go to a restaurant and you order food, if you tell the waiter to just bring me a burger, just bring me a burger with fries, and then you just say something general like, just bring me a burger with fries, and then when the burger with fries comes, it's a beef burger. The fries are salty, and they're not just fries, they're sweet potato fries. And the burger has cheese on it, has lettuce and tomato. You weren't specific about how you wanted your burger. You just told her to bring me burger with fries. You didn't say what type of fries you wanted. You didn't say if you wanted it to be a turkey burger or a beef burger. And because you didn't say whether you like cheese or not, she just did whatever because you didn't specify how you wanted it. So when it comes to speaking things, you speak things out of your mouth, and then your words start to vibrate out. Your focus on what it is that you're manifesting starts to vibrate out. And then the universe starts to conspire on your behalf. And whatever you say you desire to have, when it comes back to you, like, oh, wait, I didn't ask for that. It's like, well, yes, you did. You spoke it out. It came to you. Was it not what you wanted? Or was it not what you desired? Since I don't want you guys to get in the habit of using want, was it not what you actually really desired to have? So let's talk about being clear. Yeah. Because the truth is that I'm very serious. So let's talk about emotion. When you're upset and you're frustrated, the words that you're speaking, the reason why those words may manifest, or you may get a reaction finally from, your heightened emotion, is because your words, when you speak them out, there's actually vibration going on. Like your words are vibrating, and the energy emotion is vibrating out. That's why I tell people, speak. You speak what you desire to have. Speak it. Speak it under your breath. It's good to say it in your head, but speak it out. And when you speak out, speak in the presence of you having it now. Like for me, I would say something like, I'm so thankful that this week I was able to change my eating habits. I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful that this entire week I was able to change my eating habits. I'm speaking for what I expect to have 7 days from now. It's okay. I promise you, you can speak for things now. And when you hear yourself, and when you start to connect emotionally to your words, you will start to realize that you have power in speaking. Your voice is very powerful. So what are we manifesting for the next 7 days? The book is You Can Heal Your Life by Louise Hay. And I wanted to share with you guys something in this book. Let's go ahead and get into it. So for those of you who want to reference the book, I think it's like $10 on Google Books. But the truth is that I love this book because she talks about repetition of your affirmations, but not only that, but like speaking, like saying them out loud, repeating them out loud before you go to bed and when you wake up. You may think that this is a very small little thing that you like, oh, you could just skip. If you want to get results by the end of these next 7 days, you're going to need to listen to what I am telling you that I know to be true. Because I'm telling you, it's one thing to just say stuff in your head, but when you actually speak it out loud, even if you're in the shower, you can just be, I'm so happy and thankful that my life is going amazing. I'm thankful. Oh my goodness, my life is really going well right now. That could not, maybe that's not happening, but just speaking it, it starts to formulate ideas and thoughts that will further perpetuate that reality. So, some people write, some people they think. We're talking about speaking. Your voice actually has power. Brittany, you're always driving whenever. That's okay. Oh, well, thank you for joining. I appreciate everybody who's here. Aaron, Leanne, Maddie, Gina, Veronica, Divinely Guided. Thank you guys for being here. Luna, Tick, Honeybee, thank you for being here, my dear. Samsung Galaxy, Tiani, and who else did I miss? I hope I didn't miss anyone. Aaron, yes, I said Aaron, thank you. All right. So basically, you guys are all here. Even though there are 16 people watching, thank you, 16 people, for watching. I appreciate you guys for being here. I want you guys to get this very, very. I want my phone. I want you guys to get this very, very clear picture of what it is that you expect to receive in the shortest amount of time. Can somebody say in the chat, if you had 7 days, or a small, not even 7 days, just a small window, and you could snap your fingers and it could come to you in a small window in one word, what would it be? For me, it would be Lisa. Thank you. Aw, yes. I'm here too, Danielle. Yes, you are, my dear. Thank you. I appreciate you for being here. Thank you, Lisa. For me, it would be if I could snap my fingers, for me it would be like better. Let's see. If I could snap my fingers in 7 days for what I'm doing my clarity on, better eating habits, of course. But I would have my fridge would have all my favorite veggies and fruits and sushi. I love sushi. That's just like what I would envision. And this is something very light for some people. Some people are trying to manifest. And I'm like, you don't have to try to do anything. What you have to do is be clear about what you want, consistently focus on that, speak it out of your mouth or write it. But we're talking about speaking today. And I promise you, as you start to go and you do that consistently, you will start to see things formulate. But the distractions, that's where a lot of people, hi Eugene, how are you? The distractions is what people get a little bit tied up on, I feel like. And a lot of people have told me that, like, well, I try to do my affirmations and then I get distracted by, my kids or other things. And I'm telling people it's a choice. You choose what you want to focus on. You got to give yourself some love and some courtesy. Remember, we're talking about self-concept for the entire 7 days, and we're talking about self-love. Even though you may have obligations, you still have to put yourself first. So manifesting consciously and having a specific goal requires you to put yourself first and to put other people on notice. Just let them know, hey, I have things to do for the next 7 days in the morning time, for the next 10 minutes. 10 minutes when I wake up, I'm going to need that time to myself to do what? Go over your vision. Go over your goal. Speak it out of your mouth. Don't be afraid. Even under your breath, you can still speak. Words have power. Like your actual voice has power. Okay. Exactly, Lynn. Thank you for say it louder for the people in the back. Trying keeps getting more trying. So whatever you say you're doing with the words, let's talk about actual words. Trying, want, I don't know. Just like the energy of I don't know. And I know it's like people like, oh well, it doesn't feel natural when I say I am. Well, you need to get into the habit of saying I am, because you are. Whatever you say you are, that's what you are. I am a beautiful woman who loves and respects herself. And I'm not talking about just physically beautiful. Obviously, I have on makeup. I can take the makeup off and still feel beautiful. For me, beauty is the way that I carry myself, the things that I indulge in, the respect that I have for myself, the integrity. Beauty for me is the people around me also reflect how I feel about myself. I don't have raggedy friends. I don't have a raggedy husband. And I damn sure don't have a raggedy house. And I don't have a raggedy mind. So you guys are beautiful people. I don't believe any people that come on my platform are um, destitute. I think so highly of all of my subscribers who tune in, and I know you guys watch other people. That's all good. We all, a lot of content creators, we support each other. I just always tell you guys to watch people who you resonate with. That's all. But you guys have the the energy around you. If you're attracted to me, you must be a good person because I don't do anything to anyone. And I'm a very, very intuitive person. I help a lot of people on the back end, and I love to do that. So everything that I'm speaking, you know what I do? Whenever I do like a live, I go and I watch myself back. A lot of people are very uncomfortable with hearing their own voice. No, I love my own voice. Maybe it's the actress in me when I studied acting when I was younger. But we had to go and critique ourselves and look at ourselves on film, and I don't have an issue with listening to my voice back, and I don't listen to myself back to critique. I listen to myself back to gather energy and to compliment myself or to say, oh, that's a good message. Okay. Sometimes I put my own videos in the background. I want to be able to have you guys play these videos on my playlists and everything in the background. I want you to be able to listen to things that I'm teaching over and over and over and for it to benefit you. That is my um, proclamation to the universe. I'm speaking that into existence. But behind my words is intention. Let's talk about that. When you speak words, your intentions also manifest as well. So if you say something, what is your inner intention? Once you get clear about exactly what it is that you are bringing into your world, that you are creating, manifestation also means that you're creating. Conscious manifestation means that you are creating. You are consciously making a decision to think, speak, and act towards your vision. That requires you to be aware and present. And I'm telling you guys, just do it for 7 days. Because one day, it's not enough. 2 days, you might start to feel a little tingle. 3 days, it's like, okay. Day 4, you're like, I'm tired, like some people say. But by day 5 and 6, you're like, oh, I get it. I get it. The repetition is what's going to help me to start to get into a habit. Repetition forms habits. So, you guys have everything that you need. It's just you may need someone to hold you accountable, which that's what I'm here for the next 7 days. And by the way, guys, 8/8 Leo energy. I am doing a celebration for that. In my emails, I have all of the details. If you are listening and you don't have the details for what we're doing, just email me, because this is not like a strict, like, oh my God. This is just literally you making a commitment to yourself to tune in to me 7 days, and I'm going to basically stimulate your mindset to help you to get into alignment with your vision and to get clear. So the live that I'm doing today is just to remind you that you did commit to doing something to better your life with your self-concept, your self-love, and your self-care. Let's go up and see what you guys. Uh-oh. Aaron, thank you. You said I love that shade of lipstick. You need to keep your makeup neat by 4 days. Oh, well, remember the last time you guys asked me, I have the lipstick here. But I mixed it today, see? I mixed it with a red. Sorry for the guys who may be in here. I'm sorry, somebody asked me. So I mixed it with the red lip pencil. And then this is the sheer pink. Hold on. My camera's I bought this camera because it says when you show people product, it's supposed to be like really nice for that. So, it's supposed to be nice for sharing products. I was like, ooh. And then my lip pencil is this. So it's Jordana. It's like a little cheap lip pencil, but I love this lip pencil. It's my favorite. The only thing I spend a lot of money on for makeup is like my actual face, like the powder and stuff. But lipstick and stuff, I just get dollar store. But thank you. Anyway, back to what we were saying. Thank you, Lisa. Girl, we'll chat. We'll chat. You have such a pretty face. I do my makeup in 5 minutes, Lisa. So I can definitely help you, girl. When I do my private session and it's in the email, I'll go more because I don't want anyone who's watching to be like, oh my God, why is she talking about makeup? I thought we were talking about manifesting. I'm like, it's my platform. I can talk to my people. Don't leave, people. Don't leave. Like, we're talking about manifesting, but we're engaging each other. So okay, Veronica, you said you're manifesting second stream of income. Cool. We definitely need more than one. With the way this country is going, child, you're definitely gonna need more than one source of income, guys. Just saying, you can work your 9 to 5, but you definitely gonna need more than one. If your job decides to get wonky, why not manifest multiple sources of income just so that you don't have to have any anxiety about that? I speak out of my mouth that I have multiple sources of income. I do it all the time. Or I say I'm thankful that I have multiple sources of income. I always say that out of my mouth. Also, too, guys, the conversations that you have with other people, that is still speaking things into existence. So the conversations that you entertain, if you're talking about what's going on in the world and you're constantly entertaining that, your words are becoming also part of your mantras, your affirmations as well. So I would say limit your conversations with others, whether in your mind or spoken out. Limit those conversations to things that are going to empower you. And as soon as somebody starts talking about something that you're like, okay, this is going a little left. Remember, you're a conscious creator. We are master manifestors. We know better. And we know that the more you talk about something, the more you entertain something, the more you start to see of it. It may start out very small, but the more you speak about it, it becomes bigger and bigger and bigger. And before you know it, it's right there in front of your face. And then it's like, oh, how did this happen? It's like because you always speak about this certain topic. You're always engaging other people with negativity, and you just have to be mindful of it. It will come more natural to you when you practice, but the repetition of conversations, they do manifest. So trusting that everything is falling into place. Yeah. Luna Tick Honey Bee, I feel like I know your actual name. You don't have to say your actual name, but I know who you are. Now, when you say consistently, is there a way to overdo it? Like, is once every couple of hours through the day too much, or is that a good, decent amount? You don't have to. You don't have to persist all day in the same thing. You can literally speak something into existence with the emotion of the end result before you go to bed. We call that SATS, state akin to sleep. Right before you go to bed, speak it into existence. You could have a conversation with someone congratulating you. You could also visualize something where you're happy or you're excited or you're celebrating. You can imagine someone saying the exact words that you want them to say. You could actually, me, I fall asleep speaking. Thank you so much. Thank you. So sometimes I fall asleep, and that is enough for me. And then I go about my day when I wake up with the thought of my manifestation as something that I know is on the way or will be here in no time. Because when you know how words work, you're like, okay, well, if I just keep repeating and I get myself into alignment with the end result, this has no choice but to come to me. This is why we are master manifestors. This is why we know how to bring things into our life, because we know that we don't have to wait. And we also know that we don't have to wonder. It's science. It's science that if you speak something over and over and over, your mind will start to accept it as true. That's science. They've done studies on this. So that's the consistency, is consistently making it a habit that every single day, not all day, you don't have to do this all day, but every single day you make it a habit, a conscious habit, to acknowledge your vision, your goals, your affirmations in the morning and when you're going to sleep. And throughout the day, if you think of your manifestation, then you can repeat your affirmations. But it's not like, okay, at 12 noon, I'm going to do my affirmations. At 3 p.m., I'm going to do my affirmations. It should be very natural. Once every couple of hours, you don't have to do that to manifest your desire. I think if you made it more normal and in a relaxed situation. Hold on a minute. This camera's killing me because I'm out of the frame. I cannot. Okay. Wait. Hold up. I'm out of the frame. Okay, that's better. You don't have to do it all day. This persisting all day until you're blue in the face, I don't know who started that trend. Persisting and doing mantras, if you're doing them, Neville Gardner talks about vain affirmations, where you're just repeating, I'm loved and I'm cared for, people love and respect me. I'm loved and I'm cared for, people love and respect me. I'm loved and I'm cared for, people love and respect me. I'm loved and I'm cared for, people love and respect me. I'm loved and I'm cared for, people love and respect me. Okay, so, and I noticed that my throat has been a little dry because the last time, so I have some water here. I don't know what it is. I think it's because I've been talking a lot. But vain affirmations, just saying them for the sake of saying them to get your manifestation, that's not going to help you. Sorry, it's not. Because if you're just saying things out of your mouth that you have no meaning, it has no clarity. That's why I was trying to tell you guys in the last live, is to become very clear about what it is that you are desiring, and to have a passion, a strong emotion behind it, so that when you speak with conviction. We want you to speak with conviction. So I don't give a damn if you repeat something all day, every day. You're not going to get what you want if it doesn't have clarity. It doesn't have vision. You don't have a reason why you're just saying it. You're just saying it because it sounds good. And I want us to get on board with our vision. Now the words. Now that we're all clear about what we need to do for day one and going into day two. Now today, before you go to bed, I need you to speak the words out of your mouth. You can write them down. I need you to speak the words out of your mouth so that you can hear what it sounds like. And if it does not make sense, make it clear to the point where you feel good about what you're saying. Not just saying it just because you think it's going to be okay to just say it over and over and over. When you say things with emotion put behind them, you're going to start to really buy into it. And then the emotion starts to create people, places, and circumstances. Energy emotion is what will start to create the circumstances that will come into your life where you'll be like, oh, wow, I spoke about that yesterday and I see it now. Like you could just say something before bed, but if you have a strong emotion towards it, it'll manifest like that. You're like, oh, that was quick. Galaxy, I'm sorry, Samsung Galaxy. I feel like I know you too. I'm pretty sure I know your real name because you might have been in one of my classes before. Do you think that living in the inn is really the key to get your manifestation? No. You don't have to live in the inn to get your manifestation. Although, for someone like me, living in the inn has gotten me most of my manifestations because I'm a person who I'm a thinker. I like to pick things apart. I'm a Libra. And not only that, I'm a person who I read a lot. So for me, my personality is to pick things apart. So I don't want to think about all the little details. I would just rather go to the end. It depends on the type of person that you are. If you want to manifest in the middle, like Neville says, that some people say don't mess with the middle. It's because when you mess in the middle of things, you start to also recreate scenarios that you don't need to recreate. So for someone like me, I need to go to the end and only create the scenario in the end, because if I start doing all this little stuff in the middle of what I think should happen, then I start to think and then my thoughts start to spiral. So for me, living in the end has helped tremendously with my focus being on the vision and the end result. However, I know some people, I've done some coaching with people who actually they prefer to manifest in steps because they can see it, and then it makes them feel confident. Once they do one thing, they got that boom, now they go to the next. It really just depends on the way your mind works and your personality. Are you like a person like I want my stuff like now? I'm like, nope, I don't have time to be manifesting here and it. No, just go to the end and just give me what I need. Because the universe, you can command things. That's why I'm telling you guys to speak things. Like you are a co-creator. And I know some people who are super religious, they may not agree with that, but the truth is that the God that you give your thanksgiving to is a part of you. So God lives through us. We're co-creators with God. God is experiencing life through you. So that makes you a co-creator. So just be like, look, I want to experience this reality. And I go straight to the end because I don't have time to be in the middle. But some people, they like to stay in the middle. That's fine though. Whatever makes you feel comfortable. If it makes you feel comfortable to manifest in steps, then do that. I want us to get away from structured manifesting. But I do know that most people, if they would just get a vision and get clear about what it is they desire, they will have more structure with what to do. Because a lot of people are just all over the place. And that's one thing about your mind. Cannot be all over the place and expect to manifest things exactly the way that you see them. You're going to get, if you have mixed thoughts, you're going to get a mixed manifestation. Or you may get the manifestation perfect, but then can you keep it? So that's why we're doing clarity. We are speaking things into existence, and we are keeping a clear vision. In my mind, I see my refrigerator organized with fruits, veggies, and I see myself making some sushi. I even bought a bamboo mat today. So I'm putting myself into the motion of what I desire to have. I'm getting up and I'm getting moving. What else we got? Aaron said, that's why I'm making my kids pancake nuts so they're ready for the morning, right? Thank you, Aaron. See, that is perfect because you are planning ahead. You see the vision ahead of time. And you also probably know that you want to have their stuff out the way so that you can make time for yourself. So right now in your mind, just play out how you want that morning to go and then speak out of your mouth. I'm so glad I made these pancakes ahead of time so I have time for myself, or whatever it is that you want. Or whatever it is you desire. I'm trying to get away from speaking about wants because I think people need to start proclaiming You don't want. You have. You have. Leanne said, Leanne said, but can you manifest my lipstick always looks good on me as Danielle looks on her? Yes, you can. Because I use the same lipstick, Leanne. And you guys always compliment me on it, and I always use the same lipstick. So I guess it looks good no matter what shade I put it on. Maddie says, how did I gain so much confidence? Because I got tired. There's that word again. I got tired of feeling like everyone else can get their manifestation except for me. Because why can't I manifest the things I desire, but then I'm watching everyone else do it? I'm like, they're no different than me. We're all under the same stars and universe. It has to be that they're speaking things into existence. They're going towards their goals, and I'm sitting back watching them instead of going towards my goals. And also, how did I gain confidence? I started writing stuff down. I tell you guys this all the time. I don't know. My throat is dry. Let me drink some water. I'm going to show you guys. I always tell you guys, write things down when you manifest them, and write them in such a way to where when you go back and look, you can never doubt yourself when you've manifested things. This journal I started it last year in May, and I stopped writing in this one in November because I just wanted a new journal. But I can tell you what I was thinking from August 2nd of last year. I can read it to you right now. So I'm going to say everything in this journal has come to fruition. The truth is, though, is I wrote it before it came to me, and now a year later, I look back and it's here. And when I used to write stuff, I would read it out loud before I went to bed. Sometimes I would read it 2 times to hear it. When I'm getting sleepy, I will go back and let's say something I wrote 2 weeks ago. I'm like, okay, I don't feel like scripting tonight, but let me read my journal while I'm falling asleep, and let me read the words. And I would say the words over and over and over, the same type of words. I always talked about abundance in this journal. I always spoke about clients and being grateful for manifesting consistent income and passive income. This journal, I always spoke about that. These words were literally the same words for the past 5 months. And then when I go back and look a year later, everything has come to pass. But the one trick I did when I wrote, if you want to call it a trick, it's not really a trick. It's literally your voice becomes like hypnosis. It becomes, you lull yourself to sleep with your own voice. Or even if you want to read something positive, speaking before you go to bed, whether it's affirmations, whether it's reading something that is going to help you, whether it's reading your journal, it helps to saturate your subconscious mind. So how I gain confidence is I wrote down everything that I manifested, and then I read it back to myself to remind myself that I'm really great at manifesting. Now, confidence in myself is because I just had to like realize, like, what am I gonna do? Sit here and just be like, oh, I don't know. I got tired of people thinking that it was like the little timid person. I'm like, you know what I'm gonna start doing? I'm gonna start speaking up. And I learned how to use the word no as a full sentence. I'll say no in a minute. No. Yeah, but I don't understand. No. But can you please? No. And for me, a lot of people may think it's mean, but you got one time to cross me. My boundaries are very strict. I'm a super nice person, but the minute that you cross me or you give me a reason to feel like I'm less than, or you speak to me in a negative or a nasty way, that's when it's like the boundary is crossed, and you just become someone that I speak to from arm's distance. That has saved me a lot of turmoil. I have strong boundaries with the way people treat me. That is my self concept. You will not talk to me crazy. You will not mistreat me. That's why I work for myself, so I don't have to answer to anyone except for myself. and the Most High. Hello? Do I need a sip of water now for that? What else we got? Is this video staying up later? Yes, I'll keep it up for a while because it's a part of my series. So I might make it like members only when I start providing members only stuff. But right now I'll keep it up because it's a part of the series. So I will keep it up. Or you know what I'll do, divinely guided, because you're on my email list, I will email it to you, or I'll make it unlisted, and I'll leave the link. How about that in my community tab? Algorithms, guys, algorithms. Eugene says, I manifest that I will keep and fulfill the promises I made to a couple of my coworkers. Okay, sounds really nice. Maddie says, what habit should we implement? The habit of making a commitment to yourself. I think that's a beautiful habit that most people should incorporate in their lives. Make a commitment to keep your commitments to yourself. Make it a habit that when you say you're going to do something, that you actually do it. Because you create a relationship with yourself that you trust yourself, and then you gain the confidence in knowing that when you say you're going to do something, you're going to do it. Start small. You could say, okay, today, no matter what happens, I'm going to clean up my room. I don't care how late it is, I'm going to clean up my room. Or you could say, I don't care how late it is, I'm going to write 2 pages in my journal. I don't care how late it is, it's going to happen today. And when I used to do stuff like that, I'd get it done early in the morning so that I didn't have to worry about it. So yeah, that's how what I think you should implement. Lisa said, I need some help on how to. Oh yeah. I told you I got you, boo. Definitely crispy camera. Yeah, this camera, look. This is called a vlogger's camera, and it's supposed to be for vloggers, and I love it. It's a great camera. Thank you, Eugene. I appreciate that. You're very welcome, Honeybee One. Thank you so much for the clarification. Yes, you know my. Yes, I do. I won't put you out there though. Hello, Rodrigo. Did you manifest your tallness yet? Is that what is that are you manifesting that still? Jamila? Ooh, the eyes. I gotta manifest some bushier eyebrows. Girl, these eyebrows are drawn on. I don't have eyebrows, really. I don't really have eyebrows. I have to draw them to fill them in. Aaron says, how do you believe in what you're affirming? You do not have to believe it first. However, my interpretation of how you believe in what you're affirming is to go to a place in your mind where as you're affirming, you're also seeing it. And for those of you who can't visualize, or you don't have like clear visions, it's okay. You don't have to believe it first. But also, this is what I would do. I use pictures. So this is a picture of me from about 8 years ago when I was a restaurant manager. The glare. Uh-oh. Now, this is a picture of me when I was a restaurant manager 8 years ago. I was actually the bar manager at this particular restaurant. So if I wanted to start to affirm and to have more of a visual with what I was affirming, I would use a picture. Not necessarily this one, but I would use a visual. So before I go to bed, I would have like a visual, like maybe a little on my phone. I would do like a collage. And as you're affirming, look at your collage or look at your picture on your phone or a picture in your journal, but use an actual physical visual and affirm while you're looking at the visual, because your subconscious mind will accept it. You don't have to believe it first. You just have to keep doing it and to have a strong desire to have and to affirm that you already have it or to give gratitude for it. Once you have a desire for something and you start to put your mind on the visual of it with the affirming out of your mouth, immediately that goes out into the universe. And then if you keep doing that consistently, people, circumstances, and things start to conspire for you. This is the universal law of cause and effect. It's beautiful when you work it, girl. It's beautiful. When you know how to work these laws, it's beautiful. Yeah, Samsung says I'm more of a person to manifest in steps. Good. Yeah, no, manifest in steps if you need to. Just when you're manifesting in the steps, don't get caught up in the delay, if there is one. Just be like, okay, well, and then when you manifest in steps, once you see that came into your reality, into fruition, then you move on to the next step. I can't sit up here and tell you guys how to manifest every little thing because some people have different personalities, but I can tell you one thing: when you flip flop all around, you get flip flop results. And speaking things out of your mouth and having clarity, it makes you very aware and it puts you back into alignment with what your vision is. That's what we're talking about on day 2. How do we calm anxiety to manifest? Breathing. I told you guys earlier I had a physical emergency. I'm still shocked that it's not bothering me now, but I know why it's not, because I spoke into existence that all is well, and I pretty much released and I gave up the resistance to the physical ailment. Unless I tell you that I had a physical ailment 2 hours ago, you wouldn't even know anything. And what I'm telling you is that even though I know how to manifest, sometimes when you have things that are going on, you get very like, oh my God. And it's like, you have to breathe. I'm like, okay, breathe. Breathe through it. And then that will slow down those theta waves, and then you'll be able to focus on the solution. Once I was able to focus on the solution, now I feel much better. But now I'm aware that that's something that I have to take care of very soon. Child, I'm too cute to be out here struggling. Jamila says, I live by the concept that words mean things, make me more aware of not even joking about things. Yeah, don't even joke. Don't even joke about things you don't want. I don't talk about the VXX word that people talk about now, the thing that people getting in their arm. I don't talk about that because in my reality it doesn't exist, but for a lot of people it does. But I don't do commentary on it. I let people live their lives the way that they want to. I don't talk about politics. I don't speak on things that I don't want to see in my world. I just don't. And I know that may seem a little strict, but I live a very peaceful life. I like stress-free life. Stress is something that you have to learn how to calibrate. Stress is good in some circumstances when you're running away from something, but stress in your everyday life, that's not normal. That's not the way your body was designed. It was designed to be at peace most of the time, at rest. So before I go to bed, I don't even meditate. I just listen to, like, sometimes I watch comedy before I go to bed. So how do we manifest? How do we calm anxiety? Watch things that make you feel good. My husband and I, we love cartoons. So we'll watch like old school cartoons or old school shows. Anything that distracts you away from a very chaotic situation. That's how you calm anxiety. And breathing. If you are in a state where you are disoriented or you just feel very anxious, breathe. And I mean like deep, slow breath and focus on your breath. I know it sounds very generic, but the shit works. And repeat all is well, because the truth is that if you're still standing there, all is well. Mm-hmm. Leanne, yes, put yourself in the motion of what you desire to have. Danielle, do you think you can get your manifestation before a specific person, a specific day, month, year? I believe that you can have anything you desire to have tomorrow, a week from now, a month from now, or a year from now, depending on what is required from you to get into alignment with that manifestation. If you want to jump from making $20,000 a year to being a millionaire, who do you have to become in the process to becoming a millionaire? Because you could win the lottery overnight. That could happen. You could win the lottery overnight. Somebody somebody may have to die to give you an inheritance. Do you want that? You could, God forbid, something physically happen to you and then you get the money. So all I'm saying is that and this is not for any specific person. I'm just saying that sometimes when you ask for things to come to you quickly and you have a deep desire for it and you believe you can have it, the universe will give you the path of least resistance. That's happened to me before where I got something right away and I was thankful, but I'm like, someone had to get fired from their job for me to get their position. I'm not saying I was the reason why they got fired, but that's just the way it happened. I desired a certain position and someone had to get fired for me to get that position. And I got it within like 2 months of me wanting it. And I wasn't vying for their position, but I did want a position. And homegirl got set up by some people and I was really sad about it. I was like, oh my God, I'm sad that that happened to her. And then a week later, they're like, oh, so now that the position is available, do you want it? And I was like, of course I do. I wasn't going to say no, but I realized looking back that she didn't want the position anymore. I did. So the universe conspired to where on her shift, some things happened that caused her to get fired. And then I was right next in line. So I got it fairly quickly. Would I have preferred to not get it in the way that somebody else had to get fired? Most likely not. Also, with my husband, I manifested him fairly quickly, but it took me 2 years to even meet him. We lived as neighbors in the same neighborhood, like literally on the same block, for about 2 years, and we never saw each other. So I manifested him. He was right there. I just didn't see him. So manifesting in a specific time date, yes, very possible. Just be aware of the consequences of getting something right away. Be very clear about what you're willing to do energetically to receive something quickly. And be aware that things can happen very quickly for you or they may take some time. But I truly believe that you can get things really quickly if you desire to. Think that circumstances can happen very quickly. I've seen it. Just be clear though about what it is, the reason why you desire to have something, and then the circumstances will happen. If my desire to have a husband is to just have someone take care of me financially, that's very simple. I can get a man to do that. But if my desire is to have a man who loves and adores me and who wants to build a life, that may take a little longer because it may require me to mature, and it may also require your significant specific person to mature as well. So it may take a little longer. So I do believe that. Yeah. Aaron said I had a date put on the back burner and told me ready that night, and I told him, yeah. Yeah, exactly, Aaron. Shabu. Tell him get out of here. Mm-hmm. Thank you. I just made a visual file in Google Notes app. Mm-hmm. Perfect. This is what you guys need to do, and I'm not going to keep you too much longer because it's about to get an hour. Oh my god, I feel like I got bit by a mosquito. What the hell? Like something is itching me on my leg. Mm-hmm. Manifesting Bliss, thank you for joining. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We are going to close out in a little bit, but I just want to let you guys know that the email that I sent you, please check it. I don't want you to just listen to what I'm saying. I would love for you to implement what it is that you are going to do before you go to bed. This is very important because a lot of people will listen, but they don't implement. Tonight, because tomorrow when I speak to you, or the next time that I speak to you, I'm going to ask the people that are here, because I see you guys coming in, what are your feelings about reciting things before you go to bed, even if it's just under your breath, or if it's writing something down and rereading it back to yourself. Whatever it is that you want to see in the next 7 days, even if it's something small, that's going to require you to consistently focus on it with the intention of repeating the affirmation in a positive tense. Like, I already have it, or I'm so thankful that I now have. This will work. I promise you. You have to do it. Listening to me is great, but I'm not trying, I am helping you to become a person who is self focused. Your self concept is going to be in alignment with your desire by doing one thing, putting yourself first. This is the first step, in my opinion, to manifesting consistently, deliberately, is putting yourself first. Everyone else comes second, you come first. I don't know if that makes people feel uncomfortable. You come first in your life, in your universe, and everyone else comes second. Because you have nothing to give to other people if you don't take care of yourself. That means making sure that your mind is right, that you are creating habits that are going to help you. Start the habit today, and a month from now, you'll create the habit. I had a habit that I was trying to stop, chewing ice, right? And because I like to chew ice, but I was like, I need to stop because I chew ice. I've been chewing ice for years, and I like my teeth. So as soon as I made that proclamation, every time I go and I get ice and I sip ice, I have to remind myself, no, don't chew the ice, because that's a habit that I have. It may seem very small, but for people who chew ice, it's second nature to me. But it's something that I would like to stop doing because I like to chew it. But no, I'm not doing it anymore because I don't want my teeth to. Um, the older you get, you just can't just be chewing ice all the time. I mean, I've been doing it for years, but I just wanted to stop doing it. So, guess what? Because I said I'm no longer doing it anymore, I'm faced with, every time I have something with ice in it, I remind myself, no, we're not chewing ice. But I have to remind myself until it becomes second nature. And if I make a mistake and accidentally chew it, it's like, oh, don't do that. And then I immediately, stop. Habits require you to make a conscious effort. And it's harder in the beginning, but if you do it over and over and over, after about 4 or 5 days, you will start to get the point. So that's what I want you guys to become aware of, is your habits. If you can't even tonight go to bed with your vision, even if it's something small, or just a mantra, or a affirmation that you want to say every night for the next 7 days, put it on a little note card, keep it by your bed, and every time you go to bed, just read it, out loud before you go to bed. If that's the only thing you want to do for 7 days, I promise you will still benefit, because you will get to understand how your mind works. This is how we manifest things very quickly, very easily, effortlessly, is to retrain your mind. And you got to start with small things to build your confidence. You can't jump from 0 to 60 and then be like, why is my manifestation not here? You didn't even learn how to do like the little baby thing. If you can't even do something really small for 7 days, then you might want to reconsider um, what it takes for you to manifest. She says this as I start chewing ice. Girl, I love to chew ice, but I can't do it no more. I can't do it no more. Nope. I had an emergency earlier, and I'm done chewing ice. It's done. Now, will I get? I think I was gonna go on Amazon and get me one of those slushy machines, because I love crushed ice. So maybe I'll get that, so I don't have to chew it anymore. I probably get that. I'm not gonna stop eating slushed ice. I'm just not gonna chew it with my own teeth that I love. All right. So before I leave, let me just go over what we are manifesting for the rest of the week, because I want to read it out to you guys. So basically, the first and the second, we just put it together. We just wanted you guys to have a vision. Sunday was the first. Today is the second. Words manifest and gaining clarity. I would love for you guys to tell me in feedback, either in the comments whenever I get off, or even just email. I'm going to leave you guys my work number on WhatsApp, because I want to also be able to create a WhatsApp group, so that you guys can communicate with me throughout the day. That would be really awesome to hear from you guys. So tomorrow we're talking about mental health, but in a way, I'm going to do a podcast episode. So check your email and your community tab on YouTube. So I'm going to give you guys a break to kind of digest what I've spoken about today and for yesterday. So I'm going to email you guys the links to the videos I did on the first and the video I did today. You can watch it back if you want to, or just to have it. But for sure, tomorrow I'm going to be doing a podcast episode on mental health and self-care. And I'm going to post it as an unlisted video on YouTube, but you will have access to it, and you can dialogue in the comments. I think that's really cool until I get my memberships up, because I will start membership soon, but it's not going to be not $50, $60 to join a membership on my channel. Not right now. I mean, I'm not big enough to be asking people to pay $50 to, to do things. But I will make it members only in the future, just because you guys are great. You always show up anyway. So be looking out for a podcast episode tomorrow through email in the community tab. And everything that we're doing, I'm going to recap it, and it's going to be through my emails. And just check out the community tab. I keep saying it because I feel like a lot of people may see the live and they may not understand. This is truly for community. This is for us to be able to create community. This is not about just YouTube and having subscribers. I love every single person, especially the ones who show up consistently. I'm very honored that you guys are part of my little space on YouTube. And some of you guys I've worked with personally. So you guys are like family to me, in a sense where I understand truly that we are all walking our own path. And if there's anything that I know how to do that I can help you or anyone with, I'm going to do that. Plus, I love teaching people about the mind and conscious manifesting. It's changed my life. Books that I've read, You Can Heal Your Life. Before I leave, let's go with something that Louise Hay says, so you know that I didn't make this up. This woman, she lived to be in her late 80s, and she healed herself. Something is moving in my she healed herself from cancer twice. So basically, she says, what do we do now? Decide to change. She says, it is foolish. It is a foolish reaction to waste your time only getting angry. It is also a refusal to perceive life in a new and different way. It would be much more helpful to ask yourself how you are creating so many situations to get angry at. What are you believing? What are you believing that causes all these frustrations? What are you giving out that attracts in others the need to irritate you? Why do you believe that to get your way you need to be angry? So that's just something that she says. Basically, what are you attracting out of other people to make you feel irritated? I'm like, ooh, ouch. So basically, what are you creating? What conversations, what thoughts, what words are you repeating over and over and over that someone irritating you would show you? Because if everyone is you pushed out, that means that people show up in your life the way that you expect them to. So what are you creating in your own world through your inner conversations, through how you react, through your thoughts, that would even have someone show up in your world that would irritate you? That's basically what she's saying. Oh, thank you, Eugene. I appreciate that. So nice for you guys to be here. So yeah, we're gonna leave on that note. Please be encouraged. Um like I said, today I was able to overcome something that was a physical ailment, and I'm just gonna call it that. I'm very thankful that I have spoken into existence that all is well. And I feel really great now, and I intend to feel well for the rest of the night. And just stay on the lookout. We are manifesting consciously for the entire week. Are you guys going to do it before you go to bed? Are you going to focus on what it is that you're desiring to have for the week? Even if it's something small, start small. I need some emojis. You guys going to do it, right? Yes. And if you have any questions, of course, I'm here to assist you. Oh, my WhatsApp. Yes, I have to give you guys my WhatsApp. This is my work number. You can call me or text me. And whoever does, I'm going to put you in a WhatsApp group for the week. So, or you can do it personally. So it is my WhatsApp. Uh-oh. Is 718. Okay, so you can also message me on WhatsApp. Yes. All right, so I'm gonna give you guys a second to get that number if you want it, or you could always watch it back. It'll this live will be up for a little bit. Oh, thank you guys. I saw some. Oh, you guys jumping out of the bushes now. Thank you, Sonia. Thank you, unapologetic goddess, Jamelia, Veronica, everyone who has been here the whole entire time. Be encouraged, family of fly girls and fly guys. We have some fly guys here too, which I absolutely love. That we have that masculine energy on this channel. Be encouraged. You have a wonderful evening. Remember, before you go to bed, speak things out of your mouth. Let's do it. It's gonna change your life, I promise you. And your focus and your clarity on what you want to see. 8/8 is considered the luckiest day of the year. And I'm going to do a celebration on that day. So I want to be able to have you feel really great about what you have accomplished for the next 6 or 7 days. 8/8, I'm so looking forward to it. Lionsgate, baby. Lionsgate. All right, guys, have a good night.